Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sashi Prasad and I'm a technical architect in Salesforce Marketing Cloud. Today in this session, we'll be discussing integration layer and I'll show you how you can automate your process in your parent business unit and trigger an automation in the child business unit. Here, the integration layer with respect to parent business unit would be devised to do all the ETL jobs, and once the ETL job is complete, it will trigger the automation in the child business unit. As a normal convention, what we basically do is when we have a integration layer at the parent business unit, we run all the ETL jobs and create a data extension in the shared folder. And in the child business unit, we access the shared folder and then we run the automation. But in this example, I'm going to show you how parent business unit automation can trigger child business unit automation. Before diving into this session, I assume you have the basic understanding of FTP accounts and FTP locations. If not, I would ask you to go through the basic setup of how you need to configure your FTP accounts and FTP locations. So now let's directly jump into our Marketing Cloud instance. But before this, I would also ask you to download FileZilla and configure your FileZilla for your FTP accounts. So let me open my FileZilla. So under my import folder, I have created a subfolder called parent. And whenever a file is transferred to this parent folder, I'm going to trigger the automation in my child business unit. So let's go to our child business unit and then let's first go to our setup. And under file location, you can configure your relative file locations here. You need to provide the name, external key, provide a description, and from the drop-down, select relative location under the SFTP side and give the path. You don't have to give the starting slash. You just need to provide import/parent. Then you save the file location. Once this is done, we need to create your data extensions where you want to import the files. So for this example, I have created a products data extension with product ID, name, price, and currency. Now, the next is to create an automation. Let's create an automation and give a name as products. Drag the file drop starting source, configure with no file pattern, and select the folder as the parent and click on done. Next is to configure your import file definition. So let's create an import file definition and say parent to child. Let's give the same description and the external key. Click next. And from the file location, select parent to child. And for the file name pattern, type base file name from trigger string.csv. In your advanced option, select skip blank files and click next. Select the data extension as products. Data extension should be add and update, and by default, map it by header row and click next. and finish. Click Save and activate. Now our child business unit is configured. We'll now go to our parent business unit. So now we are in our parent business unit. The first thing that you need to do is to go to the setup. Under data management, go to FTP location, click on create, and here basically you need to select external SFTP site and you need to fill all these details. So to fill all the details, you require the endpoint, which will be like SFTP with your TNN endpoint and the ftp.marketingcloudops.com. This is the FTP server. And this is the folder location. You need to provide the username. The port number will be 22. And when you create the user account, you have to set the password. So let's give the name as parent to child. Let me give the same as extra key. And so I have filled up my details for this FTP location. Now you can click on save. So our file location has been configured. Next is to create the data extension. I created a products data extension. I have already populated this data extension with 2 records. Now, my next step is to create an automation, and let's give a name as Azure integration and say Azure drops a file into this parent business unit Salesforce or the import folder or the subfolder, and then you basically import the files. Then you perform certain query operations to segregate the data based on your child business unit. Okay. And you can perform any other operations that you want. So this would only be for Azure integration. Now, the next step would be to create an automation for your child BU trigger. So I'll schedule this automation and I will do the data extract. I will extract the data from the products data extension. So let me create the data extract. Parent to child. Let's give a name as parent to child.csv and do the data extract. Click next and provide the extra key for the products. Select as header and text qualified and click next. Now we need to configure a file transfer. So let's create a file transfer, give a name as parent to child and select move file from Salesforce and click next. Give a file name as parent to child CSV and destination would be parent to child and click next and click finish. Save this. Let's run this once. So this automation is complete. Let's go to our child business unit. So you can see the child business unit automation has been completed. And let's go to our data extension. And you can see those two records has been added. I'm in my parent business unit. Let's go to our data extension. Let's add few more records. Let's say these two records are added via the Azure integration ETL automation. And let's again run this BU trigger automation. So our automation is complete. Let's go to our child business unit. And you can see this automation is also complete. Let's go to our data extension. And we can see those two records are added to this data extension. So to recap this session, we basically demonstrated how a parent business unit can be used as an integration layer, and by automation, how we can trigger the child business unit automation. If you like this video, give a thumbs up. If you have any queries or clarification, please put it in the video comments. I'll try to answer as much as I can. So see you all next time. Bye.